Repping the ladies.
And we have a special guest all the way from Minneapolis,
Wingz.
Wingz, and you're listening to and everything. And we got Asia, you know what I'm saying? She's doing the interview today and everything like that. She's new to this and stuff. So come on, finish your interview.
Asia, oh, my interview. Okay.
All the questions you was asking
so
on break.
I was asking Mr. Cloudy Wingz, you know, what made him want to get into collaborating the Spanish culture with his culture, and he was giving me a little information that I really did enjoy. You know, I started getting a little deep, so I said, wait, let's pause so y'all could hear what he had to say. So, can you talk about why you wanted to collaborate the different cultures?
So for me, it was kind of like some shit I went through when I was young was culture shock. You know what I'm saying? You know, when I was young, I was adopted into America at 3. I was born in Haiti. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Talking about this Indiana shit. What was you gonna say that, nigga?
And so I was adopted by white people. I was adopted by white people, believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? And you know, so I had to deal with all types of different stuff. I went to prison when I was young. I went to prison when I was 17. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, my parents was, you know, well, my mom, you know, she was a white lady, so she, you know, we was in the country club, you know what I'm saying, doing all types of little, you know, quote unquote white people shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I've seen all types of different cultures, and then on top of that, my daughter, she's half Mexican. You know what I'm saying? And she's now learning Spanish. So I wanted to be able to speak to her and communicate with her the right way. You know what I'm saying? So.
Okay. Do you feel like you having such cultural diversity helps you communicate with different people on different levels and helps you understand basically how to come and go with certain situations?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I mean, and then on top of that, I got the streets. You know, I'm always be a street nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I got that in me too. I got that element in me too. So it's like on top of being able to read somebody's body language and somebody's eyes. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, now I can really understand a person and just by, you know, just looking at them sometimes or hearing a sentence. You know what I'm saying? And yeah.
You went to any school background?
Say it again.
School background? You went to college or something?
Yeah, I went to CNM, Central New Mexico College for about a year. I went for business, but I said fuck it because I dropped out probably like 2 years later, about a year, 2 years in. You know what I'm saying? And I said fuck it just because you know, I already had businesses. I started my first business when I was 21. Nice. And then, you know, I went to college late. You know what I'm saying? I had all these felonies. I got 6 felonies. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of really doing it for my mom. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it got to that point where it was like kind of pointless. And, you know, you go to college these days, you ended up in nothing but debt. You know what I'm saying?
So,
trade school is definitely better than college.
Yeah, no, it is. Because college is a fucking hope.
Yeah, if you can just think about it, it's going to cost you anywhere between 60 to 70,000, you know what I'm saying, loans to go to school. If you can give that to someone to start their own business,
somebody, nigga,
would they be able to do it?
If I'd have graduated high school and you'd have gave me the money that I would have had to pay back as far as
3 keys, nigga.
That's 40 acres
of
land
right there. Some swangers. You would have.
I already had that shit. I'd have been on goddamn nigga. Boy.
You need that already.
What you doing in Medellin? Nigga, I'm trying to see what I can get me.
Because my thing is, like I was telling you, know what I'm saying, when I graduated high school, I wanted to go to barber school. But my father didn't, you know what I'm saying, well, heck, I went to Tampa. I lived in Tampa and stuff like that. My father like, what do they do with Africa? Barbers, you don't need no trade. You need to go to school and all this. But work at the shop. So I ended up going to TSU. It was in me. I caught a case at TSU. And
that was it.
And then I ended up going back to barber school like at 30-something. You know what I'm saying? After I had 2 kids and everything, moved back up to Houston. After in 2003, I went back to barber school. Now look at me. Yeah. But I tell you know what I'm saying? I never looked at, you know what I'm saying? I've been a barber and unemployed since I did that, since 2003. And, you know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, if I would have did it back in high school or whatever, I probably wouldn't have been a barber right now. I'd probably been in a worse situation because it's a lot of easy money. So I would have been buying dope and everything like that. Because I was in college and I started dealing dope. So, you know what I'm saying? Just think if I had that money and stuff.
I honestly, the one thing I can say is my dad was my parents, none of them graduated from college. I'm the first to graduate and I'm the only child. But my father made it a point to have me graduate with no debt. So we bust our ass. Like, I was working full-time jobs and going to college and graduated with not one loan, with like nothing. Scot clean, walked out with my diploma, I'm done.
You got kids?
I have one child.
What do you enjoy?
I had my baby in 2016.
Yeah.
But look, it's one of those things where even now, with me raising my son, I think that I would teach him to really focus on what he's good at as a trade instead of just putting it, because I feel like education can be the same way in the home. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, the same things that y'all told me about binary numbers, imaginary numbers.
The pandemic made you turn
into a teacher.
Yeah, made you turn into a teacher. And nigga, if you was just letting your kids sit there in front of that goddamn monitor, you a bullshit parent.
I say pandemic didn't made black folks come up. It's a lot of black people that came up because it put us on an equal playing field with white folks. Your money and all that shit didn't matter
anymore. Yeah,
it matter. You can go nowhere. It's about what you can get out here and make happen.
Exactly. That is where I honestly
that's what happened.
But the one thing I do say about my black people, and I'm so happy, I feel like a lot of us are waking the fuck up. Because with COVID, a lot of people started taking their health into real consideration. And even though we was already on the Dr. CB type of wave, I feel like more people started doing more research, started doing some things.
Crazy shit. It took, I hate to laugh about that shit, but it took niggas getting killed at fast food places for niggas to stop eating fast food.
Yeah. But when
down that fast food, who stopped eating fast food?
but to really take certain things into cognizance, and I feel like, you know, not only that, we started talking about mental stability. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my black women are up here really praying and meditating for their man. Or for the person that they want. Look, they really working for it.
Look, man, finally.
Look.
Give me something on that. I got it. We, bro, but for a while, man, for a while, the black man, no bullshit, we've been having to fight y'all and the system.
Right.
That shit hard.
Right.
That shit
right.
is hard.
It is, and I think that now, I can't say all, but I know the people that I'm around, the people that I follow, my community, we are so big and uplifting our black men because, like, my man, I pray on him every night. When he's with me, I pray on him because he gotta be protected.
The niggas that you're supposed to do it, because there's some niggas out here that don't deserve that shit. But man, the niggas that deserve it, man, come on.
But like,
I love to see a woman do that shit.
He does pray, but like I said, like mental stability. You know what I'm saying? Like I was smoking so much in the beginning to calm my nerves because I couldn't deal with having so many children around me in the house. It got to the point where I was like, nah, dog, now you just using this as a scapegoat. Like, you gotta focus on it, find another way to compromise.
Smoking with children in the house?
No, I had to go outside.
No, I'm saying you got a lot of children in the house?
So I had a 13-year-old, a 16-year-old, and a 4-year-old in the beginning of COVID. And I thought I was gonna lose my fucking mind. Because nobody could go to school.
If you couldn't deal with it, all you had to do was call the master.
I ain't know him. I ain't know him yet. Oh. We just met, but you know I'm not on that no more because now I'm productive. I'm doing things with my son.
I'm gonna say this shit about black kids. Our kids, me and my homeboys have a conversation about this shit all the time. How we label our kids as bad when they just being
kids.
Right, kids.
Type shit. And when you say they were driving you crazy as in your patience was in jeopardy, or they were.
No, I was supposed like they was breaking shit in my house.
But you got, I mean,
like it was like okay, you knocked down one thing, alright, cool. Or like, and then I had a dog. It was just a lot, and I was the only adult at the time.
13 and 16-year-old, they shouldn't be knocking down shit.
But you know, people don't say about, man, people won't give a kid shit to do for 12 hours and be like, but why you did, bitch? Because I ain't had nothing to do. That's
See, but that was the thing. I grew up as I was also a camp counselor. So activities is my thing. I was doing relays in the house. Like when COVID started.
Gonna break some shit.
We was doing relays. But I'm saying like we was like setting stuff up.
Start fights in the house.
Y'all can play football. Don't break shit in this shit.
We had to because I like to have fun. But at the same time, like I still.
Then when she wanna stop, they kept on doing it, and that's when they broke shit.
Yeah.
Black people say,
I
said stop.
But like you know, I bought like one time they couldn't go in the pool, right? My baby kept saying, I want to go to the pool, but the pool was closed because of COVID. So I went outside. I bought a little fake pool, filled it up with water, came outside, threw all his cars in there. Kids had a ball, just playing in the pool. Like I will go above and beyond in order to give them things to do, but you gotta.
Before I let a kid irritate me, I'm gonna give you some shit to do. You will have a shitload of work before I let you get to a point to where I'm finna talk to you bad or have an attitude with you because you're irritated.
I feel like that's easy. You're said than done. Hold on. So my son has a hyper deficit disorder. He's very, very hyper. Now I'm not saying only that based on the doctor.
How old is he?
4.
It
That's
might
natural.
be your raising.
No. Listen, like
That's natural.
it's what even my mom was like, bro. I don't
'Cause
know
it's
what the
you.
hell.
My son's 7.
He's
They try to put
double
my
you.
son-
He is.
They try to put my
Cause
son
you
on
hyper as
medication.
hell.
Damn,
So
they
you
fucking
doesn't
fucking
allow
me.
him to
Hell
be
no.
all like that.
Yeah, but I
All
know
that
when to
shit,
chill.
A kid with
I know
medication,
when
he
he
don't.
don't need medication.
And that's the
No, he not
He
gonna.
just
He not
need
getting on
extra shit to do. He just
He-
need extra
This
shit
is
to do.
what I
And
found.
yeah.
A lot of these kids on 80-20. It's a lot of 80-20 now out there. And when I say 80-20 is 80% of the time you're gonna threaten the kid, 20% of the time